Hi. Okay, so I told you we were coming to the forest today, and we are in the forest. Well, now we're kind of down a little lower. We've come down, this is Oak Creek Canyon. So I'm like, Sedona's down there and around the corner, and I was up there and around that corner, up towards Flagstaff, actually up way past there. So the forest that I was going to go to today, as you can see, it's getting late, keeps threatening to be stormy, so I wasn't sure if it was a smart idea. And I want to have enough time to go through the entire thing, and it's like, you know, 6 different rivers to cross, or streams anyway, the big river, and I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. So I decided to scout it out and find out where I was going to go. I posted the pictures, I'm not sure if you guys saw them. And so I decided I needed to come do a reading, and I chose, since we're in the magical forest, magical messages from the fairies, because this is where they hang out, and I kind of feel like I'm on my home ground, hanging in the forest, and I'll show you where I came from. My car is right through there, if you can see it, and I came down here and I went through here, and you know, that is not as easy to get across as you think. I have my water shoes on, but on the way back, I hope I don't take a dip. I didn't on the way here. I have my stuff, I put it in a plastic bag just in case, because last time I dumped my camera. Anyway, I wanted to come up because this is such a beautiful setting, and I wanted you guys to look around here while I was talking. So I've already chosen the cards. Actually, I got them up a little further, and the first card that we're getting is, I'm going to do this so retarded stuff again. Let's see, what would be the best view? That view. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So here she is sitting in an environment such as myself, and that's what they're asking for you to do. They would like you to go out in nature, such as this. This is why I thought this was the most perfect location for us to come to. And talk to yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your higher self. Listen to your angels that are guiding you. And find out what it is truly that your heart is desiring. Take a look around. They're telling you that what you're getting is your feelings are true and accurate. So you're really needing to tap in. And so the best way to do that is to tap in an environment like this. This is where nobody else is interfering. It's very peaceful. You're clearly, if you're, in an area where I'm at with the water like this, you're connecting to source, but anywhere out in nature is good. Nature's the best place to go, actually, to connect. And they want you to pay attention to your feelings because they're your compass. They are what is guiding you. They want you to trust any changes that are going to come about in your life at this time. There are changes happening, and so they're saying they're happening for a reason. Trust them. The other messages also in this message are allow other people to get to know you, who you really are. You know, don't put on any pretenses. Be who you really are, truly who you are, because you have to be taken for yourself, right? You can't be something for somebody else, and then you get into a relationship or a business relationship, personal relationship, whatever, and then all of a sudden you become somebody different. So you have to truly be who you are. And if it's something that isn't going to work for you or the other people involved, it's best to know it up front, right? Because why get into something that's going to be causing problems for all of you? Oh, I'm just going to let you guys all watch, all up there. Just watch and pay attention. Just sink into this, because you know what? I think this is a good idea. This is why I did this. If you don't have a place like this, as I'm talking, listen to what it is that your heart's asking you to do in your position, in a situation in your life, and take this as though you're sitting here looking. This is what your view is. They're telling you, hold on to your integrity and follow your path, the path that's right for you, not the path that your parents choose, not the path that your best friends choose, or your boyfriend, or even your husband chooses. You must follow your own path. Everyone has their own path. That's why we're here. And they're asking you to face your fears. Whatever your fears are, take a look at them, face them head on, and recognize them. Okay, there you are. That's the worst that's going to happen, and let's get moving forward and move past that point. So that's the first message. The second message, these are going to be, I'm just going to go in the order of the book, A, B, C, D, because I've got them that way. I've got a lot of messages this time. Autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. Okay, we are going into autumn right now, aren't we? So this is exciting. Check out this little guy, this little elf. He's got his little fairy guide in front of him. They're down at his feet, they're all around him. It's glowing. So there's a lot of things that come to mind with this card when I look at it. That it's a time of harvest in your life, a time when everything does come together and you're reaping your harvest abundance is what they're saying. But it also could mean that you're moving to an area where the leaves change colors in the fall. It could mean that this is a harvest time of your personal life. You know, this is in your life as far as your age. This could be the harvest years of your life. Whoops, sorry, things are blowing off again, of course. Oh, I just got a raindrop. I don't know where from. Where's the raindrop coming from? How interesting. Maybe a bird spit on me. I know he didn't the other on me. Anyway, so what they're saying is also our harvest, the word harvest, and reaping what you sow. So it's another message would be keep tending your manifestations, right? So that you have a harvest. So say keep maintaining positive thoughts, affirming with positive affirmations, follow your guidance. Prayer is incredibly important and very powerful as well. But I feel that because we're in this time year now and we get this card right now, the leaves here aren't really changing yet. So it's coming. It's soon coming. The harvest is what I'm feeling. It also could mean that a project is nearing completion, a project in your life, something you've been working on. It could be a situation in your life that you have been dealing with for quite some time. It's coming to, the difficulties are maybe coming to an end now. It could also mean they want you to visit a place where leaves change colors. Go on a vacation to a place like that. It's about returning to school. You know, kids go back to school in the fall, so maybe you're meant to go back to school to learn some new trade or learn more for your craft, add to the tools of your toolbox. So those are the messages for that. The next message that we're getting is everything is okay. I love this card. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. And this message is she's got her hands up in the air. So to me that means surrender. That means let go. Don't try so hard. You don't have to try. I heard this morning in a song and I kept getting it again message after message today. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to try so hard. Stop trying so hard. Let go. Basically, you've called Spirit in, you've called God and the Creator and Jesus and the angels in and asked them for their help. So they're basically saying, you asked for our help, we're here, let go and get out of your way, so your own way, so that we can work things out for you. So everything around her, there's butterflies, that's transformation. They're fully formed. There's flowers fully formed. It's all blooming. So everything I feel like is better, actually, than it might appear to you. So another message is, there's going to be a positive outcome to this situation, whatever this situation in your life is. So stop stressing about it is the main thing. They're giving you reassurance, and they're telling you that they would like you to take steps to uplift your outlook, have a more sunny attitude. That was like a summer season, so brighten your attitude. Do whatever you can that lifts your vibration that makes you happier. What else? They're basically saying, stay faith-based, centered on the fact that they're telling you that everything's fine, everything's going to work out. They're asking you to take a nature walk with a loved one, go on a vacation possibly with a loved one. That goes with the autumn kind of season in the area around here. What else are they saying? If you're stressing out a little bit about something, so they're saying write down what it is that you're concerned with, and do a ceremony. You know how we do the full moon ceremony, where we write things down and we put it on a piece of paper and then we light it on fire and we let it go up to heaven, and with it takes all of our stress and worries away. You want you to do that. So whatever you're stressed and worried about, write it down ceremoniously and then burn it and release it as she does, puts her hands up, surrender to heaven and say, I give this to you. I give this to my angels. I give this to the Creator. This is now for you to take over. I'm surrendering this situation to you. Also, everything's okay. So also they would say possibly talk to the ones involved. Don't assume that the things are not the way you're imagining. Sometimes we make a bigger deal out of things than they actually really are. Our mind starts growing this story that isn't even real. So they're saying, talk to the people involved and double check your facts. Make sure you're not assuming something and jumping to the wrong conclusion. So that's one thing. Also they're saying, make sure that you're taking care of yourself physically. Make sure you're getting enough rest, so that you are able to think clearly. Because often when we get tired, physical strain can, lead to anxiety, and that brings the bad the bad thoughts into your head, that brings the anxious dreams, that brings the worry, and then you start pulling that to you. Oh, I'm getting messages that say that. Well, you know, you're sitting there stressing over it so much that you're pulling it through the law of attraction. So stop. Keep yourself focused on what's positive. The next message is interesting for me since I'm on a trip. Travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Now, for me, this is a huge message, and I just got it. Notice the stag. Wow, and the woman with the long hair, and she's got the red rocks all around her. This is me. I was given this card before I came to Sedona, and remember, I had the stag appear to me on the mountain. So, I have had quite a few epiphanies while I've been here. Amazing things. So, I'm taking this as a solid sign, double confirmation again, because, well, triple, right? 3 times. Saw it before I came, saw the stag actually on the mountain, and here we are again. So for you guys, there's a traveling of some kind of a trip coming up. It could be a literal trip, it could be an emotional trip, but there's a trip. And they're saying you're soon going to be going to an important destination. This could be some guys walking up around my car. Leave my car alone. I know friends right now that are in Machu Picchu, so they won't be hearing this message right now, but they might when they get it back. So there might be some of you that are going to a holy site like that, a spiritual power place such as Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, or maybe you're going to be going to a location. A significant event is going to happen when you get to this location. You're going to meet a significant other, a person, or maybe you're going to find a new place of residence. I have to be careful every time I come back here, because every time I come back here I want to move back. But they're saying be open to what comes to you. Open to what comes to you in your heart. Open to what comes to you about the stirrings of travel. So if you've got, you know, something that's been niggling at the back of your mind, I think I want to go here, I want to do this. What should I do this? I don't know if I should leave work. I really got to get a lot of work done. Should I do this now? Yes, they're saying now. This is your positive affirmation. Do it. It's time to do it. And also ask for Spirit to help you with the details, with the financial details. You know, line things up. You know, give you whatever extra work or whatever that you need that will come to you before you go, or that will come to you right after you go, so that it's not a financial strain. Because they're telling you to go, they're not going to make you do something or encourage you to do something that would be difficult for you, truly. Also, another message is, could be that you will be traveling for your work. It could be that they're asking you to go camping or hiking. So for me, I'm going hiking tomorrow. I'm going hiking today. Maybe you guys are going to go hiking. Look at this. Wouldn't you want to come hiking here? Come to Sedona. It's amazing right now. Never been here in monsoon season before, and it's fun and lightning. And we're lucky that we're not getting the rain right now for our reading, so that's kind of cool. They're telling you to revive a relationship with a loved one on a vacation. So maybe you have been allowing things to kind of get away from you. You're getting too caught up in your work. You have allowed a distance to come between you, or maybe you guys are working on your relationship. Maybe there's been a distance in your relationship and you guys are trying to pull things together. So they're saying a really good place to do this would be away from the hustle and bustle and all the normalcy of regular life. Go to a place where it's neutral ground to revive this relationship. Take a retreat like this. To revive yourself physically and your spirit and your soul. That's why I come to Sedona. It gets me centered, it gets me balanced. It does amazing things. It's just incredible. I know that there's many other places as well, but this is it for me. This is where I come to heal. And then they're also saying, which is an interesting message, they're telling you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. So stop being so predictable. Stop following your regular path and doing what you always do. Do something a little bit different. Dare to be adventurous and dare to step out of your box. And Spirit's encouraging you to do this, so it's safe for you to do it. What else? I think that's it for that message. We have a person that's going to be walking by me, and I'm doing these, and I've got more cards for us, so I wonder how that's going to work out. Here. I'm not going to stop, but I will stand up and let him go by me. I can let you go by me. I'm doing I'm recording a reading, so it's not a problem. I can get up and let you go by if this is I think this is the path. All right. I'm in the middle. I found a really cool feather. Hold on, I want to show you guys. I've been finding feathers today. I'm going to let him go by. Here, I'll let you go by. It's definitely easier. I tried to go down that way and I slid.
Yeah. What are you recording?
I'm an intuitive channel, so I do readings like I don't know what you would call me. With oracle cards, I use, yeah, so I do readings. But I have a page that I run, and I post them on my page, so.
Right.
You're on, so say hi to everyone. Enjoy your time.
I will, thank you.
Okay, I was gonna show you my feather. Hold on, let me sit down. Back down on my spot. Oh, I dropped our next card. You know I have to do this way. This is how we do it, right? Always. Okay, my feather. It's interesting because I saw one earlier and I picked it up and then I put it back because I thought, oh, it's just a crow feather that's gotten faded, but it's not. Oh, I think I broke its spine. It's gray. Don't know what it is, but there's another one, so I thought, all right, I'd pick it up. And then there's a really cool one I want to show you. It's a tail feather, and I'm, in my mind, my Uncle Phil, I'm going to ask him, he knows everything. I'm going to ask, I'll let you guys look around. Where's my feather? This is a tail feather, and I think I don't know what it is. I'm hoping it's a crane tail feather, but watch. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I don't know. It's a plume, though. I love it. I'm keeping it. Okay, Kimberly. I have a Kimberly on my page that collects feathers. She probably will know what that is, or she'll be excited about it. So our next message, we're doing a lot today, which is intriguing that so many came to me. I don't normally do this many, but there's a lot that needs to be said, apparently. Okay, I'm just tucking them away so we don't lose them. So the next one is... Okay, the next one. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. And see this little girl? This just cracks me up. This reminds me of me when I was little. That's what I'd be doing if I could figure out how to hang on a little string across the stream. I love this. If you look up close, she's got the little mouse. There's butterflies all around her. There's a ladybug, wishes fulfilled. There's a little frog down here and he's fishing, healing, transformation. There's so many cute things. It's very, very small, I realize. But anyway, you've got the power. So what comes to me in this situation is I was doing my readings on Keen, and I was talking to one of my regular clients, and she was in a situation and she was having a really hard time with it. And the message kept being, you know, we have to wait, we have to allow this to happen or that to happen. And something came to me. I was given a message, and I thought, dang, you know, instead of us sitting and waiting for things to happen, we are able to be assertive. We are able to use our manifestation abilities, our connection to spirit, to manifest in our life, but we can also manifest, we manifest in our lives, but we can affect change, not only in our life, but also in others' lives. Now, this has to be done with the greatest of honor and respect, because we don't want to misuse our power that we have. Now think about this. We came in here from spirit. We are spiritual creatures living in a human existence, right? But we're still spiritual creatures. So we have the connection to spirit. So as a teacher, I'm constantly reminding you, remember who you are. Remember your connection to spirit. Talk to spirit. They are with us all the time. They're all around me right now. I may not see them physically, but they're here, and I literally can feel them now. The stag appeared on my mountain. He was definitely a spirit creature. I knew when he appeared he was protection for me. And so what you'd want to do is, say in a situation in your life, I'll give you an example. There's a situation in your life, and other people are affecting it. And so you're waiting, like this woman. She's waiting for this something to happen in this relationship. And according to all of the messages that we're getting, that is the right path. She is on the right path. This is the right person. But there's something going on with the family. The family members are wanting something else for this person, and they even want this other person to be with another. But that's not his path, according to what we've been shown. Now, you don't step in and interrupt anybody's free will, but you can, as we are all spirit creatures, you can energetically speak to people. So instead of thinking of your life, you're sitting there and you're like in a victim mode where you're kind of like sitting there waiting for life to happen to you. Stop floating around in the boat and allowing the boat to, float you downstream. Sometimes we're supposed to let go and just go with the flow. But in certain instances, we're being asked to be assertive. In this case, she was being asked to be assertive, and she's saying, what can I do to affect the situation? And I said, you can energetically go to them. Go to the family, and say, look at this one that you love. I love this one as well. You're speaking to their higher self, because we're all souls. We all came from spirit. We're all spiritual creatures. So you go to them and you say, this is what I said to her. Yes, you love this person. This is someone that means very much to you. And I love this person as well. And I recognize that you had a soul contract with this person. And as a parent, you want what's best for this person, according to spirit and according to the messages that I am receiving and according to my guidance and according to how he and I feel about one another. I am in his highest good. So I'm asking, and you of course have to go to spirit and ask if this is appropriate, and you're all constantly going forward and asking for whatever is in the highest good of all involved. But I am coming to you, and I am speaking from my heart to your heart, and I'm telling you, I love this person. I am on this person's soul's journey, and this is where I'm supposed to be at this time. Please release them. In this case, there was another woman that was involved that the family wanted this person to be with, and the person, he didn't want to be with them, but it was causing a lot of difficulty. The girl wanted to be with them, and she had her heart set on him too. And they may have been in a relationship in the past, but it had passed through. It had run its course, and now the new path was opening up, and this person was supposed to be with this other person. And so it wasn't that they had a difficult time between the two of them. What was happening was the family was getting involved, and the other person was getting involved, and there was all these energetic cords tied around the situation. So then she goes to him, and to the woman, and says, I realize that you love him. I love him too. I realize you had a soul contract with him. I don't want you to be sad. I don't want you to hurt. I don't want to be sad and be hurting. I don't want him to be sad and hurting. He's trying to please everyone, and it's causing a block for everyone. So what I'm doing is I'm coming to you, and I'm appealing to your heart, and I'm asking for you, please, to release him to his soul's path. I am now the second part of his journey. This is where he's meant to be going. I would like you to be, your heart to not hurt. I would like you to be at peace and move forward in your path as well. So I'm asking for you to release them. Before you go through all of this stuff, you go to the Creator, and you speak to the Creator and to Jesus, and you ask, if this is in my highest good, is this the path, and is this the direction? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And is this is it appropriate for me to assert my free will this way? They all have free will, but sometimes people get stuck. Sometimes people have energetic ties that they won't let go and they won't cut. So you're not going in there and messing around with their free will. You're literally going to each person one by one. You could do this in a business relationship where there's trouble, family relationship, or a friend, and you can go and speak to their higher self and speak to their heart. And you're asking that love go from your heart to their heart, and put into the situation. And you are asking for Jesus to touch the heart of the ones involved. So in this situation, touch the hearts of the ones involved so that the family will release this child of theirs and allow him to move forward on the path that's in his highest good, the path that he has chosen, where he wants to go, so that he doesn't have to feel like he's losing his family, so he doesn't have to feel the pressure and upset from the family, because he should be able to have both his family and the love in his life that he wants. Also, with the one that's still holding on, she needs to release him as well, so that she can move forward and have a happy future for herself, and for the family to release the idea of having to orchestrate things between him and this other person, because he's clearly chosen someone else. So this is something that you can do. So that's what she did, and she felt very powerful in doing that. She says, I feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something instead of just sitting here, like a victim. And I said, yeah, why be a victim, when you can be involved in it? Talk to their hearts. Go to them, talk to spirit, and then don't sit there and stress over it and go on and on and on. You've gone, you've spoken your piece, you've told them how you felt, you've told all of them that you're sending this in love, and you want to have good relations with the family, right? You want to have everybody to be getting along peacefully, so the best way to do this is to go to their higher self energetically and love them and put love into the situation. Love heals everything. Love heals fear, it heals anger, sadness, sorrow, sickness, everything. And you want to say, clearly what I said to her with the one that was involved, bless her for her lessons and for her part in it, her journey, and bless her moving forward, everyone involved, just so that everybody can get unstuck and start moving forward in a positive way. So basically what the message of the card was saying, we're more powerful than you realize, stop being a victim. We all have incredible power. We're all equally spirit beings. Some of us are more awake than others, but we all have the same connection to spirit. So this is how you could resolve the issue for yourself or for others, or manifest material needs. You could, if you're having a difficult time with work, you would say to spirit, please Please help something come to me in a manner that's not difficult for me, in a way that's not challenging, that's not putting stress on me. Show me the guidance steps that I need to take in order to manifest financial abundance in my life, so that I can move forward on my path in a way that's beneficial to myself and to others, without putting excess strain on myself and worry. Because why should we? We shouldn't have to stress and worry and be sad or upset. None of us have to be poor. You know, no, Spirit doesn't say that they're going to make you millionaires, but they're going to, if you're following your path, you should be taken care of in a comfortable manner. Another message about this card is, since it's about using your energy, it would be focus on maybe energy healing work that you are able to do, especially through your hands. So that would mean Reiki to me, or massage. My stepdaughter is a massage therapist, and she's got healing hands. She's amazing. I'm a Reiki master, and I have many friends that are as well, and you know, we insert Reiki into the situation. To me, I do Reiki, but to me, mostly, I work with intention, my intention. But they're also asking you to also maybe do weight training, talking about power, that would strengthen your body, so maybe you're supposed to do that. Whatever the case is, you're definitely supposed to be following your inner guidance in order to resolve this situation. What else? Speak to yourself as well as others, and make it the truth. So if there's something you have not been saying openly, maybe this is the time to speak about your feelings openly and honestly with someone. What else? Maybe you're supposed to be an activist for some situation that's near and dear to your heart. Maybe that's something else that you're supposed to do. And then the last message that we're having is, I'm going to go this way. Let's see. Let's look upstream. Oh, I like that idea. Let's look upstream. See? Remember how I said before, sometimes we have to drop the oars? In this instance, I'm feeling in a lot of these instances, it's time to go upstream and work our oars. Use our magic. Okay, so winter. Brr, it's on its way, people. Not here yet, but perhaps in some areas of the world, you guys are already experiencing the first signs of winter. So they're saying that the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So there's other messages that could come from this as well. It could be that specifically. It could be also that the answer to your question comes in a place where where snow falls. Snow falls here in Sedona. It could be that. It could be that fella just walked by. I'm going to give him a little bit of privacy. He had his shirt off. I don't know if he'd want everybody to see his naked body. So anyway, so they're saying that maybe make plans, just as the animals do, right? Everybody makes plans to get ready for the winter. So they're saying continue working towards your goals, and follow the hunches that you have and the intuitive guidance that you have in order to bring about what it is that you're asking about. Let's see, winter months. Could be moving to a colder climate. Could be moving to where there is snow. Could be going on vacation to a colder climate. You could be going on vacation over the holidays. But what they're saying really is that what you've been asking for is going to be answered during the winter months or come to a completion. So something big is coming in the winter months. It also could mean take a rest, because winter speaks about hibernation, right? So it could mean slow down a little bit, give yourself a bit of a break. It could mean connect with family members and friends, because during the winter months and the holiday months, right, people get together for Thanksgiving, for, I don't know the other holidays, Christmas. I didn't grow up celebrating holidays. What are the other holidays? Yom Kippur is a holiday for people, right? Hanukkah. So maybe you're supposed to get together with people during this time, or maybe you're just supposed to get together with these people, family and friends. They're asking for you to, because winter represents hibernation, maybe you've been hibernating. Maybe you need to get out of hibernation. Maybe you've been procrastinating on something that you need to get moving on. What else? Maybe you need to make plans to go on a holiday this winter. Maybe you're supposed to go on a holiday this winter and you haven't even thought of it. So maybe this is going to put a bug in your ear. I think that's all that comes to me right now. And this is the world's longest reading. How interesting is that? And it's not even our weekly reading. So this is just a very special reading. It's getting a little bit darker here. So I'm going to walk. I'm going to let you guys take a look at what's up around here. This is where I'm at. I hope I'm not going too fast. You know how often when I cruise along with my camera, I move, everyone says you move really quickly, and I'm getting dizzy. Also, I turn my face away from the camera so you guys can't hear me. So that's not gonna happen. If my phone cuts out while I'm hiking down this wall, I'll say goodbye now, and thanks for tuning in. Because I'm using this only one hand to hold on as I climb down here. I can't. That rock went down into the drink, and I don't want it to be me. Ooh, who's up there? We have some kind of a little critter up there. Okay, so we're cruising along. You would think that this is more simple than it is. It looks like steps, but the stuff is like slippery. There's like a coating on the rocks. So even though I've got my water shoes on, it's kind of precarious. Isn't this pretty? This is how I grew up as a little girl. There was a lot more forest around. We had a big river, but this is fun. Look at the water, the light on the water. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and in here, what if your house sat right here? Hi! Woo! Dragonfly, hold on to your dreams. What if your house sat right here and this was your yard? Wouldn't that be incredible? Look at the fishing lures in the trees. How funny. Okay, you guys, we're climbing the wall. Let's go up here. I like you guys coming with me because I know a lot of you don't have this to look at. I think this is as far as I'm going to go because I can't do it with one hand. It's kind of dumb. I don't want to wipe out. So here's our view, people. How beautiful. I am so grateful that I'm here. I'm on my own. My friend went back to LA for 6 days. So I'm doing all these hikes by myself, so I like coming with you guys. I like bringing you with me. It makes me feel like I'm not completely alone because Ryan's in, my friend Kieran's back in LA, and so is my friend Ryan. So me and you, we're all on our own here. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. We'll check in again, check all the pictures that I'm posting. Have a great day. Sending love from Sedona. Peace out.